national and subnational level, and you will be redirected to our breakout session activity. So is everyone here?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Any of you have difficulty going through the link? Okay, now that we are on the link, you can see here that the compiled national advocacies of various countries are indicated. Its importance is also its importance as advocacy event is also indicated by these various countries. Let me just give a quick rundown. From the Philippines, we have Goiter Awareness Week and Philippine Heart Month. Also, Hypertension Awareness Month, Nutrition Month on July, in August, National Breastfeeding Awareness Month, Food Safety Awareness Week on October, and Mental Health and Psychosocial Support and Psychological First Aid. Now, entries from Vietnam. There's a National Nutrition Strategy in March 2021, social assistance to people affected by COVID-19, International Children Day on June, and the Great National Unity Festival. We'll be so interested if you could share a few discussion with that in a while. From Kyrgyzstan, unfortunately, our colleagues could not join us, but they have indicated World Day for Birth Defect Prevention, World Breastfeeding Week on July and June, and social behavioral change in nutrition, sanitation, hygiene, best practices, disseminating workshop with partners, and food for education. It's a school feeding program with an exit workshop conducted with national stakeholders and partners. Hopefully, these activities will give you some sort of idea what you could still input from your country's advocacy activities. Now, from Pakistan, we have some national dialogue on maternal nutrition and parliamentarians' engagement for reprioritization of nutrition, and that's it. Meanwhile, for Myanmar, they have this national nutrition article contest on August 2021 and the media and parliamentary advocacy workshop that will happen. I think this will be year round. That's why they indicated 2021. And lastly, for Cambodia, I think it's the National Nutrition Day and the annual Sun meeting that will happen in December 2020. Okay, now for our first activity, what we're going to do is that we're going to input another advocacy activity event that might have been missed out. So feel free to insert a link. Um, Feel free to insert a row, and then those that might have been missed out in the mapping, you can still insert another activity here, and then the duration of that day. So hopefully the activities that were mentioned and shared um, by the different countries will give you an idea of what you can also input. And then afterwards, we will prioritize among these activities which are high priority, low and medium priority. Now each country will choose 1 to 2 of this high priority and input in the mural for later's activity. So for now, please identify your high priority activities and input any other activities that you might have been missed out or not indicated in the previous map. We'll allot 2 minutes for this prioritization of activities. Are you all able to access the Google Drive, Google Sheet?
Hi, Camille.
Yes.
I
Yes,
also
Mia.
in the Google Sheets, but
Okay.
I have a question now. We should enter the is the next column or okay? In the next column, it means the priority, low, medium, or high, and proposal of statics. It means we need to write down, right?
Yes, you can write if this is prioritized as high priority for your country. For example,
Okay.
in the Philippines, we usually celebrate Nutrition Month every July involving various stakeholders, so I'm going to put that as high priority.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Goiter Awareness Week has medium priority.
Okay. Thank you. Because from Vietnam, we have some member organization input in this table.
Mm-hmm.
So some
Okay.
activity, in my point of view, maybe not enough to explain or to write down details. So that is today maybe that is first draft for me, and maybe I need to ask another member to fulfill the information in this table, because when we
Mm-hmm.
receive the links information, we not detail the what is the priority or proposal task, something like that. We just list down the list of activity in the 2021. So I'm not sure I can fulfill the enough information for this table. Thank you.
Oh, okay, okay. So I think maybe we can just leave the activities that you have no connection with. But how about those that are celebrated at and advocated at the national level? For example, International Children Day. Does your organization or alliance have involvement in that?
Sure. Yeah.
Mhm.
Thank you.
So for each country, for example, Vietnam, Nguyen will choose 1 to 2 high priority advocacy activities that will be shared later in the group in the plenary session. And also please include those that are not previously indicated. Oh, Cecilia said she can. Is this for the prioritization?
No, sorry, I was just answering your question if we could access and edit the document.
Oh,
It was
okay.
before.
No
Yeah.
problem.
But I'm not inputting anything because, of course, I'm not in account.
Celia Sandamali from Sri Lanka.
Yes,
Hi.
Nandamali.
Yeah, Celia, it's been that we want to select kind of events which has been already put in the Google Drive and identify most kind of, that events where we can use for the advocacy activities, something like that, no? For each country.
Feel free to also indicate the activities that were already included here but are celebrated in your country. For example,
Yes.
Philippines and Cambodia both have National Nutrition Month and Nutrition Day. So we're not sure what tactics you're going to use for that advocacy. So you may also include that and other nutrition or nutrition related activities that are being celebrated at the national scale in Sri Lanka.
Okay.
Okay, so while you're doing that, might I also divert your attention to the proposed tactics? So aside from the prioritization, you can also include a short description on the tactics that you're going to use in this advocacy event. For example, in the Philippines, there's a Goiter Awareness Week that is a medium priority. The tactics that are commonly used in this advocacy activities is social media engagement, tapping of media partners, and other tactics, strategies, and mobilizations that you can think of or are planning to use. So indicated in that. And if you are interested to partner with other countries, inter-country celebration, for example, ASEAN partnership. But for now, you want to identify which of these advocacy activities are within the high priorities. At least 1 to 2 other activities can be mopped up in next activities or sessions. So I see that Nguyen wrote that social assistance to people affected by COVID-19 is a high priority. We'll just wait for what his proposed tactics for these activities might their organizations be looking at. We'll still welcome activities from Sri Lanka, any advocacy activities. Could this be nutrition focused or nutrition related? Okay, we have a recent joiner. Amanula Kakar, are you there?
So for Sri Lanka, I wonder if you can add just a line in the Google document with the events you think at national level or subnational level will be key for the alliance or for member organization to be involved. Do you have any idea, Santa Mali?
Sorry, I couldn't get you.
Do you have ideas of events, moments that are important in Sri Lanka in terms of advocacy events?
Okay.
Do you know already some of them?
Yeah, actually that every year, usually Sri Lanka, we celebrate Nutrition Month during the month
When is that?
of June.
Okay, I can add it for
Okay.
you.
Is it
Okay.
clear? Can
Yes,
you hear?
I'm adding it. I am adding one additional line for you, so I can put in June. And
Yeah,
is this a high
usually
priority?
yeah, high priority usually June, but this year that and even this year it was not conducted due to COVID-19 and it was postponed. But it's, actually we don't know exactly when it will happen. Usually June we celebrate it.
Excellent. So, and is this a high priority for you, imagine?
Yeah.
And
But
other events throughout the year that are really important, even at subnational level or national level for nutrition advocacy?
That usually that World Food Organization, they celebrate World Food Day, and as an Sun CSA we also partnering with them most of the years. World Food Day.
That is in October, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. I think it was another element was very interesting. Oh my God, I did change something. Camille was saying if you are seeking, for example, collaboration with others, other countries, perhaps, is this something you are also interested in finding out, Camille?
Yeah. Then if so, I think family, better rather than World Food Day, it's better to mention about that Women's Day, because you know that usually World Food Day this that food and agriculture organization who organize this kind of event. But Women's Day program, even with the government, we and with other civil society organization, that women, small kind of women organizations, that that Sun CSA can get leadership instead of World Food Day. I think it's better if you can include the Women's Day.
Instead of, so
Yeah.
the World Food Day is like medium priority, and the Women's Day is stronger.
Priority, Women's Day high priority. Women's Day and Nutrition Month one. There are two for high priority: Nutrition Month and Women's Day.
And when is the Women's Day? Is it March?
Yeah, March. International Women's Day, March 8th one.
Okay, let me add it. Let me see if anyone else also have the same. No, I don't see other countries with the same, but that would be something that might be interesting for having like a cross-country collaboration on that. Okay.
How are you doing there, Nguyen, with your activities? Have you identified your high priority advocacy activities yet?
Yep. Sorry, because wait with me a few seconds because I moving to my room. So maybe 30 seconds, please. Thank you.
Oh, okay.
I think it's interesting. Anyone else? Perhaps. Yeah. In these terms, Camilla, where you were thinking to discuss collaboration in here, or maybe this is for later on with other countries when there are similar moments. For example, I do see Philippines has a Nutrition Month in July, and Sri Lanka has it in June. I wonder, that's interesting. And you are both prioritizing this as a high, important moment. So perhaps that could be interesting to see if the one can start and then create this type of connections across countries as well.
Yes, actually, even in Cambodia, nutrition is Cambodia is twice indicated in this Excel sheet, and it's celebrated at subnational and national level. So maybe we could include that in the interested collaborative activities. And also, I shared in the link. Oh, Andrew already shared this as well. The mural link that we're going to present later on in the plenary session, the advocacy activities that have high priorities.
Yeah. You want me to share the screen, Camille, so you can utilize your screen for taking notes and everything else?
Okay, okay.
Yeah? Maybe it's easier for me to do this.
I think we just fulfill in the Google Sheet. So after that we can share the screen. That's better when now we move to the multi. Thank you.
So what you were saying, Camille, is the Nutrition Month is something that is high priority for Cambodia, Philippines, and Sri Lanka, and is actually involving subnational and national
Yeah, so let's just include that in the mural Nutrition Month that is possible for inter-country collaboration between Philippines, Cambodia, and Sri Lanka. Would you be okay with that, Sandamali, to include Sri Lanka?
Okay.
Cambodia. And these are celebrated both at national and subnational.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Nguyen, are you able to identify your priority activities? Would you be able to share with us?
Yeah, thank you. Now I'm ready. For the national nutrition strategy from 2021 to 2030, I think this is the priority, the high priority for us. because here is the national strategy on the nutrition for all of Vietnam country. So Sunset Day Vietnam, we cooperate with the National Institute of Nutrition to develop the strategy for this. Not only the Sunset Day Vietnam, for this strategy led by the Vietnam government, including Ministry of Health and National Institute of Nutrition. For this strategy, we will share the lesson learned and good opportunity and successfully model of each member. We will advocate with the Ministry of Health to listen and to learn from our successfully case and the model include in the national nutrition strategy. Also, we support the Ministry of Health and the National Nutrition Institute to review the reports of 5-year implementation from 10 year from 2011 to 2020. But until now, the Ministry of Health they also have the plan conduct the workshop, quite a big workshop for the develop the strategy. But until now, effect of COVID-19, so they have not yet have the conduct this workshop. So we just wait and face this activity in the next coming year.
Yeah,
So
a lot of activities are really affected by COVID-19. Do you have any support that might be needed from the civil society network from this? Anything, maybe knowledge management, administrative,
yes,
materials,
thank you. So I'm just thinking about that's the best, very very good if we have the support from the CSN and maybe support for on the maybe technical assistance on the reduce of malnutrition in the mountain area. And
yes. Sorry for interruption, but we have to go back to plenary. So you can conclude your discussion in 2 minutes.
Okay. So let me just summarize that from Sri Lanka, we have the prioritization of Women's Day and the Nutrition Month. That's also interested for collaboration with the Philippines and Cambodia. Is that right, Sandamali? And do you have any support that might be requested from the civil society network from these activities?
Yes, Kamini.
Yes?
Yes. For
What
Sri Lanka
might
Women's
that
Day
be?
Nutrition Month. Yes.
Do you have any support that might be requested?
I think in this sense, at the global level, we do always do a loads of mobilization. And I think, and this is an event that is often also celebrated, maybe in light touch, but from many alliances. So in here, I would see we could be smart to have some cross-country and mainly possibly at sub-national level collaboration to make sure that we are reaching out really the women in the communities and bring their messages, their needs, their requests, their voice loud. So I think in here that could be really, really powerful to just connect with communities and globals. So, and there are plenty of moments at global level we can, raise the voices. So we could create some collaboration at subnational or let's say even community level and Asia women's rights and needs and global. So that's quite interesting. And we are already set on that.
Of course, it's always good to advocate and reach out through the grassroots to be able to actually see and make the transformation that we need. So I think we're needed at the plenary session. Is anybody willing to present our output to the group? So what we're just going to share are the prioritized activities, what opportunities for collaboration have we talked about, and also what potential tactics that we're going to use in these activities. Cecilia, would you be willing to share?
I can, but I'm at global level. I wonder if you prefer, I can do it. Definitely great if you can complement. So I will be utilizing yeah, sounds good.
No problem with that. Okay, and also Nguyen and Sandamali, do you have access to the mural?
So please add anything else you think might be useful.
Anything that you can request from the civil society network, any opportunities that they can provide in helping you advocate for these activities. Feel free to add in this post-it notes.
Okay. See you at the plenary. I think the link is in the chat box. If you have challenges in getting there, I think you can always click on the main link that was shared with the invite for this event. So I'm gonna go back to the plenary. Bye. And thank you for this nice engagement. And thank you, Camille.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'll just wait for everyone to leave so that I can assist if there's any difficulty. Nguyen, can you access the link to the plenary?
Yep, thank you. Now I'm accessing. Yep, and maybe I will add some input in here.
Okay, okay.